Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome yourself to another episode of the Blind Counter Podcast. I am your host with the most, the Offset, aka Big Bob here today. I'm joined here today by my co-host and executive producer himself, the goat of entertainment and marketing, Mr. AKIIRA AMANE. How you doing today, Mr. AMANE? How you feeling?
Yo, good to be back. Appreciate the gas as always. Got the co-host with the most with us. I'm good, bro. It's been a Monday, my guy. How about you?
Dude, it's been a Monday for me as well. Um, I hear you, man. I hear you. I'm tired. But
Holy.
yeah, man. So we've got nothing too crazy to talk about, but we got some Call of Duty to talk about.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I know we're coming on to week two of Major 1 qualifiers here. So we can kind of just jump right into the action if you're down for that.
Yeah, let's get it, man.
All right, bet. Let's do it. Well, all right, let's switch on over here. So first things first, we got the standings coming off of the first opening weekend here at OpTic #1 with 2-0. LA Thieves are also 2-0 coming into this weekend here, and then now we got Boston Breach at third, Toronto's at fourth, Gentlemates is at fifth, Minnesota, then FaZe, then Miami, then Cloud9, then Carolina, Surge, and then unfortunately the Falcons. Riyadh Falcons. So they are 0-2 going into this split here. For then getting into the absolute matches here. So we've got the first one up, which was Carolina versus the Riyadh Falcons here. And this was a surprising, ladies and gentlemen, 3-0 victory going to the side of Carolina Royal Ravens here. The first map was that Colossus Hardpoint, 250 to 166, and then we switched over to Scar. That was a 6-2 victory on the Search and Destroy for Scar. And then in the Overload Exposure, it was a 4-2 victory, 3-0 for the Riyadh Falcons here. Mr. AMANE, what are your thoughts on this series, man?
Yeah, I mean, all green for the green team, but Selim doing his thing kind of felt like everything was back to normal, but they are playing to a certain type of competition right now. I feel like they've been tweeting Carolina just, oh, why is this always happening? I feel like what the hell is going on? But yeah, I mean, even being in South Carolina personally, I can't back these Royal Ravens right now. So it was cool to see Falcons get it together. It was pretty decisive looking over the maps and watching this past weekend. Did you catch any of them?
I didn't catch many of them, but I got some time in afterwards during today during work, so I got to watch a
Oh
couple of
yeah,
them.
got
But
caught up.
yeah, I got caught up for sure.
Hey,
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, just to kind of bounce off what you were saying here, I mean, Celium definitely having a great series here with a 1.55 plus 23 spread. We got Exnid with a 1.18, Kismet with a 1.15, and also Pred with a 1.15. And everyone on the side of Carolina Royal Ravens is negative. We got Craze dropping a 0.76, Lurks a 7.7, Nero a 9.3, and Slasher a 7.3. So, definitely not good here. I mean, the Falcons do have some talent on their team, but you know how they be. They just be kind of kill horn and just kind of doing their own thing. So it looks like they got some absolute teamwork here and came crazy against the Carolina Royal Ravens. Carolina does have the two rookies, so I mean I feel like uh, they're just so new that they're just trying to work out the kinks, and obviously this is a learning lesson for sure. But yeah, well, that's going to wrap
yeah.
things up for that series here. Nothing too crazy, but the Riyadh Falcons get their first win of the split on that absolute Friday. Then getting into the second series here of Friday night, we got the Boston versus the Minnesota G2, and this went the distance to map 5 in a 3-2 fashion, going to the side of Boston Breach. This was a reverse sweep here, ladies and gentlemen. So the first map was that Colossus Hardpoint, very, very close one, 250 to 247 going to the side of G2. Map 2, 6-1 on Raid Search and Destroy also went to G2, and then Boston Breach starting the reverse sweep on Scar Overload 4-2, and then getting into the fourth map with Scar HP 250 to 145, and then rounding things out on that fifth map, Den Search and Destroy 3-6 going to the side of Boston Breach. Mr. Monty, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, looking at everything and watching too, it was definitely a good game to watch. I feel like G2 has their moments, but I mean it kind of went the way of Boston for a reason. Boston was looking good. There might be another game we talk about in a little bit that's a little different, but yeah, it seems like they warmed up. There might be Scar Merchants, and then I feel like every team is decent on Den, so it really just came down to how they were playing Search. But yeah, it was a good one to watch. I feel like even though Cammy's negative, like he was still like doing his thing. I mean, commentators, people watching, watch parties were talking about Cammy, like certain plays, this boy was moving.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, just kind of to go into the stat line here, we got Kremp, the only one positive on G2 here with a 1.04, then Estriel with a 0.84, Mamba 0.84, and Skies of 0.87. And then everyone on the
Mm.
Boston Breach is positive except for Cammy with a 0.93. We got Nasty at 1.23, Purge at 1.02, and Snoopy dropping a 1.33 plus 26 spread. So it looks like Snoopy was absolutely frying this series here. So definitely a cool reverse sweep in the first one of the Black Ops 7 season for sure.
Mama
But
should have stayed with Craze. I'll just say that.
well, that's going to round things out on that second series. And getting into the last series of the night was the Vancouver Surge versus the Toronto Koi. And this was a DoorDash 3-0 victory going to the side of Toronto Koi. The map 1 was a Colossus Hardpoint, 250 to 111. The map 2 went to a round 11 on Den, Search and Destroy. And then obviously round 11 victory goes to the Toronto Koi, and then that Den Overload 1 to 4. Kind of a nail in the coffin there, but what's your thoughts on this series here?
Feel like we're gonna see a lot of these dens close out some teams, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Koi was shooting. I mean, I know Real feels good to kind of get things settled over there, but I mean, we could talk about Surge all day long. This dude Gwyn is fighting for his life. I feel like he's definitely the best one on the team. I'm not really like Abe last year, towards the end was good, but I feel like that's because it was by the end of the year, everyone hopefully are good at that point. But so far, I'm not really feeling that spot on the team for him. And then even Lunars, I mean, he has his moments, but legend,
Mm,
boy,
yeah.
buddy warm, buddy warm.
Yeah. I mean, just looking at the stat line here, we got Toronto. Everyone's just positive. We got Kleenex and Joe Deceives absolutely slamming. Joe's got a 1.64 for the series. Kleenex got a 1.42 for the series. Inside a 1.06 and Real a 1.16. And then just looking at the Vancouver Surge, man, we got Abe a 0.95, Gwen a 0.80, Legend dropping a 6.7. And then we got
Eight
Lunars.
nine.
And then we got Lunars dropping a 6.3. So, I mean, just looking at the damage though, it looks like Abe was close to that damage. Man, he's putting 7,200 damage in, and then the Kleenex on the opposite side there, the damage leader being 7,500. So, looks like Abe was definitely shooting back, but just not collecting the kills there. And then Gwen as well, 60, 6, 600, 6,700 damage there. So yeah, man, it's not looking good for the Vancouver Surge. I feel like Lunars and Legend, they gotta figure something out with them and unlock them to be able to get Gwen and Abe be back on par. But that's
Yeah,
an
I
absolute,
mean, Joe was eating. He's fucking having his way.
yeah, he was, dude. He's got 9,000 damage on the series. Holy shit, the dude was cooking. But
Damn.
yeah, that's a hot 3-0 there. Well, all right, well, getting into the Saturday night matches here, we had Paris Gentlemates versus the Los Angeles Thieves, and this was a surprising 3-0 victory going to the Paris Gentlemates here, the actual Dan Ghosty show, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. He drops absolute wiener off on this series here. The map 1 was a Den Hardpoint,
Yeah.
250 to 116. The map 2, Search and Destroy, was Exposure, 6 to 3. And then the third map, Overload, Den, 8 to 1, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, an absolute masterclass out of LA Thieves. Mr. AMANE, what is your thoughts on this series here?
Bro, like, I saw Kenny laughing at the end of this. I was like, this is not the time to be fucking laughing, dog. Like, your spot is buddy warm on the other one, buddy hot on this one. Like,
Shit.
Kenny is so lucky. And I mean, yo, OpTic, I love Kenny. He won a chip, all that stuff. He's costing right now. I mean, Abeezy's going crazy as far as the negativity on this shit too. But like, as far as the ARs go, I feel like Ken is with the different movement and everything. It's like something's different, bro. To go 8-1 on Den, like Paris, well, mainly Ghost, he was like, "Yeah, we're good. Let's go 8. Let's just keep going." Scrappy put his controller down. Like, shit was crazy.
Yeah, dude. Just looking at the stat line here, we got Envoy dropping a 1.02. Dan Ghosty, ladies and gentlemen, drops a 2.14 for the series plus 40 spread. Neptune a 1-3 and Sib a 1.45 plus 21 spread. They were fucking cooking. And then
Yeah.
LA Thieves, man, they are just mentally chalked because we got Kenny dropping a .56, Scrap a .98, Hydra a .71, and a BZ a .68. So, yeah, definitely not looking good for Kenny stock at all. And I know there's been some chatter already on the TL about dropping Kenny and getting somebody else. Who knows what that could look like? Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
I honestly don't know. I mean, dude, I mean, it's getting to the point where, like, dude, if
If it
this
continues,
continues,
like,
man. I mean, going into the Christmas break, though, it's gonna be kind of hard. Maybe they can do. They got two options here. They can run it out through and just try to fucking absolute scrim and practice throughout the break here, get ready for that next third week split, or we can go ahead and drop somebody, do the same thing, get them ready throughout the break, and get them going hot and feeling good throughout the Christmas break going into week 3. So I honestly don't
yeah,
know. It depends on the team chem. Just looking at it though, I mean, dude, Paris Gentlemates, they're gonna
they
be a
had a
Sunday
chip on
team.
their shoulder,
They
bro.
had a,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
dude. They're gonna be a Sunday team. So these are the type of matches that you're gonna want to actually show up for. And if you got an ex teammate dropping a 2.14 on you, dude, it's not looking good, dude. It's not looking good. So we
Yeah,
got
if
to
we
figure
see like
something out.
yeah, seriously, the last um eighth point on overload, does it show? I wonder if it shows like Scraps player like just standing there. Dagger scores. Who does,
Let's
bro?
see.
This shit is
The second! That is unbelievable. The pinch is now on. A red dot on the mini-map and an opportunity to grab it. Nep cannot now play front. It's going to be Ghosty on the quick pickup. And there we go. The fourth score. As the boys now wait for the perfect opportunity. Top control gained as well. We could see a Paris
waiting
rally.
to put it in too. They know.
Low-key, Paris could have held
Oh
that
my
for even
God.
longer, but why would you bother when Sib just got 3? This is so minimal in the context of things, but the read Sib has been making on the mini-map has been as well.
Oh, come on.
I mean, this is lights out. They are doing everything
With the pistol
so
too?
perfectly.
It's a perfect rally from one side of the map to the next. Perfect setup. The patience on the goal line from Ghosty. And now a BZ frantically
what was
trying to...
that?
The second!
Dude,
That is
they're just-
unbelievable. The pinch is now...
They just look so
That whole
uncomfortable.
time. Yeah.
They just look so
What's that
uncomfortable.
last one, bro?
Let's see.
Don't troll.
Another one in one of his teammates' back pockets as well. Good lord. Den Ghosty grabs the objective. Scrap has put his controller down.
He's just sitting back
There
in
is
the
no
back.
more motion, and there is an absolute slaughter. Paris Gentlemates, 7-1. Give them the 8th. End the game now, because it does technically end at 8. 15 seconds to go here. There is no hope. An utter devastating performance. Sit with those.
Dude.
8th goes in. Complete shutout at 8-1.
Holy shit,
I don't
dude.
think I've seen players give up like
Another one in one of
Yeah,
his
they
teammates' back pockets
absolutely
as well.
they gave up,
Boo-bop.
dude. That was insane, dude. Yeah, so fucking DoorDash victory for Paris Gentlemates against LA Thieves, man. That's absolutely insane. Wow. Who would have thought?
No wonder Scrap wants control in there. Holy fuck. You don't want to play overload. That's the thing.
That's right. Well, that's going to be it for that series here. Then getting into the second series was OpTic versus Miami Heretics here. And this one got hairy, ladies and gentlemen. They went the distance here to a map 5, and this went to a 3-2 victory for the boys in green. OpTic Texas coming out hot there, but Miami winning the map 1 here. Exposure Hardpoint 188 to 250. OpTic winning the map 2. Scar S&D to 6 to 4. And then OpTic also winning the map 3. Scar Overload 4 to 3. And then Miami evening things out on the Den Hardpoint map 4, 250 to 249. An absolute hairy one right there, ladies and gentlemen. And then rounding things out on the raid, S&D map 5, a 6-4 victory for the boys in green there. What are your thoughts on this series here?
That den, bro, like Dashy was like sitting right there on the point, and I was like, just turn around, just turn around. That last second, turn around, and then he got hit in the back, and that led to that, which was crazy. I mean, props to Miami for playing it perfect. They had every win condition, and it was really up to OpTic to just break it one time, and they couldn't. So, I mean, I feel like they're going to be a good team. Traixx needs a little time to heat up throughout the series. Maybe he'll like settle in as the year goes on. But yeah, that the last 2 rounds to win on raid were just beautiful out of OpTic and really lets you know like why they're on top right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know last year Miami was definitely a top 4, top 3 team for sure, depending
Yeah.
on what split it was. But I mean, dude, they just are starting to get a little warm, and this is what it's starting to look like. So obviously, with the new addition to Miami, Traixx, trying to get him caught up to speed with their core 3 metals, Rencore and Super, I feel like that's going to be a force to reckon with for sure. But I mean, just looking at the stat line across the board, we got OpTic Texas, we got Dashy dropping a 1.15, Ook a 1 point, or I'm sorry, a 8.4, Mercury's dropping a 1.3, and Shotzi a 0.77. Kind of a stinker one for him this
Mhm.
series. But then on the opposite side here, we got Miami, Metals dropping a 0.85, Rencore a 1.30, Super a 1.06, and Traixx a 0.85. So definitely a hairy one there, and it could have went the distance for sure. They could have been a 3-1, but who knows, man? They gotta tighten things up, and the overload too could have looked a little bit different too, man. That was a pretty close matchup as well. But
Yeah.
Miami's definitely been some kryptonite, if you might say, for OpTic Texas. So they gotta watch out for them.
Traixx needs to capitalize the X to match the rest of his team.
Absolutely.
This shit would go hard.
Let's gonna round things out on that second matchup, and then the third matchup of the night of Saturday night was the Vancouver Surge versus Cloud9 New York, and this was a yet
Bruh.
another 3-0 victory for Cloud9 New York here. The map one was a Scar Hardpoint, 240 to 250, pretty close one, and then that map 2 Den Search and Destroy 6-4, and then Overload Scar 3-2, all going to the side of Cloud9 New York. Mr. AMANE, what are your thoughts on this series here?
His whole team's green, but legend, man. Yeah, I mean, plenty to talk about as far as he's concerned. But I mean, they kept it respectable throughout the whole series. I can't really fault them. They did try, and they're all trying, right? But like, it's pretty damn new. I feel like Legend figured out what he needs to do at this point, and this might have been the dagger.
Yeah, this might have been the nail in the coffin. I mean, just looking at the stat line here for Vancouver Surge, Abe dropping a 1.05. We got Gwen a 1.13, Lunars a 1.15, and Legend dropping a 0.64, negative 22 spread with 5k damage on the map, or on the series here. So definitely not a good look on his stock here on this. And then on the opposite side, we got Cloud9 Afro dropping a 1.15. Beans a 1.02, Mac a 1.0, and Vivid a 0.87. So, yeah, I mean, who knows? It was pretty much a 3v4 this whole time. Legends
Yeah.
still not caught up to speed. He needs more time to develop, and then I feel like maybe we can get him in some challengers, get him warm, and then maybe on that lower tier bracket, just get some stock going for him again. So,
He
hate
needs
to see
something, man.
something.
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, that's going to round things out for this Saturday night matches. Then getting into Sunday, we've got absolute Falcons versus Boston Breach here, and this was yet another surprising victory for the Riyadh Falcons here in a 3-1 victory. Boston Breach comes out hot, winning the map 1 exposure 250 233, and then Riyadh Falcons answer back on the Scar Search and Destroy map 2 6-1. And then going into the Overload Exposure map 3, we got a 4-3 victory going to the side of Riyadh Falcons. And then on that map 4, Colossus, we got a 250 233 victory. Cleaning out the Boston Breach there in a 3-1 fashion. Mr. AMANE, what's your thoughts?
I saw. I mean, yeah, GG's to Falcons getting the dub again, but like at the very end of the series, like Purge, he was just like in his head and hands after that because he was. I know he had a kind of a stinky, but I feel like certain plays were really pivotal with him, and Snoopy was at least keeping up. But yeah, you got Lqgend doing his thing, selling him again, kind of looking like himself. That little holder shit he's got is actually working. The craziest thing I've ever seen in my life, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just looking at the stat line, we got Celium dropping a 1.39 plus 27 spread. We got Exnit a 1.05, Kismet a 1.01, and Pred a 0.99. And then looking at the opposite side there, Boston Breach, we got Cammy dropping a 0.93, Nasty a 0.94, Purge a 7.3, and Snoopy the only one positive with a 1.06. So, yeah, I mean, I know Snoopy was shooting back and everything like that, but they just weren't able to bring that teamwork to be dreamwork there. So, But yeah, a nice little victory for the Riyadh Falcons. So it looks like they're starting to get everything kind of pieced together as far as teamwork goes and working off each other. And I know I want to see them play pretty good against uh, a Sunday team. I know these middle to bottom tier pack of teams give that
Yeah.
confidence and build that confidence, but I want to see what that absolute potential can look like against that top four team there. But moving on here into
And
some
if
of
they
the.
actually come out with a dub, they're partying over there in the desert.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's been a long time, and they're getting some dubs.
Absolutely. All right, we'll switch it on gears here to the second series. We got Miami versus Cloud9 New York, and this went the distance, ladies and gentlemen. Here, looks like Miami just took everything out on their opponents on the other night against OpTic here because they went 3-2 again against Cloud9 New York here. Map 1 exposure was 250 to 249 going to the side of Miami. And then Cloud9 New York answered back on the map 2, Den Search and Destroy 6-3. And then Miami answering back again on the Den Overload there 4-1. And then on the map 4 Scar Hardpoint, we got a 250 to 165 victory for Cloud9 New York, tying things up. And then going into the map 5 Scar Search and Destroy 6-3 victory. And then completing the 3-2 victory sweep here. Mr. AMANE, what's your thoughts on this series?
I mean, yeah, definitely a search team for Heretics, but this kind of lets me know like maybe OpTic played down in a way, and I'm not just because I like OpTic, but like Miami played up to OpTic, and then OpTic played down, and they still came out on top. Because if Cloud9 is taking Miami to Game 5, that's kind of like lowers their overall like value as far as like power and ability to win right now. But yeah, I mean, I thought they were going to do it like 3-1, 3-0, but Cloud9 actually came out to play for a little while.
Yeah, they held in there for quite some time. I know their Search and Destroy definitely wins chips, sure, and then obviously, I mean, dude, this could have went two different ways, but definitely a battle. But we just looking at the stat line here, we got Cloud9 New York, Afro, the only one positive with a 1.0, Beans dropping a 0.9, Mac a 0.89, and Vivid a 0.86, and then everyone on the side of Miami's positive. We got Metals a 1.12, Rencore a 107. Super a 1.15 and Traixx 1.04. So definitely a convincing win in my books here with the KDs as well as the map wins. I mean, map 1 probably wasn't even that close, 250 to 154, and then obviously the map 2 Search and Destroy. Those could go either way there, but 3-6 victory for Cloud9 definitely looks good. And then that Den Overload, they got to work on that Cloud9 because they got 4-1. And then they answered back. They said, "No, we ain't doing that again." So 250 to 265 on that map 4, and then that map 5, man, that map 5 Search and Destroy. So looks like Score Search looks like he needs to get some reps in that. They'll be able to get some dubs. But all
And
right,
Cloud9 being red, and still going 5, like the
yeah,
teamwork is there. So I'm hoping, because looking at the team, like they got some shooters, but I feel like the chemistry or the how they mesh together, I'm just not seeing it right now.
yeah, I agree.
But
Only
GG's
time,
Miami. Shit.
GG's Miami. All right, going into the last match of Sunday and the weekend, ladies and gentlemen, we got Vegas versus Toronto Koi, and this was yet again
Banger.
another series that went to the last map 5, and this was a 3-2 victory for the FaZe Vegas team. Map 1 was an exposure hardpoint, 250 to 231 going to the side of Toronto, and then FaZe answering back in a round 11 Den Search and Destroy, map 2. And then on that map 3 exposure overload, it was yet another close one, but Toronto Koi come out victorious in a 5-4 fashion. And then Vegas answer back with an absolute domination on Colossus. Hardpoint map 4, 250 to 72. They got 100-point clubbed in the Colossus. And then FaZe going to map 5, Scar, Search and Destroy, went a 6-4 victory, cleaning it up and coming out victorious. Mr. AMANE, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought. I mean, this one could have went either way for real. Both 2-1 so far, but yeah, I feel like that exposure was a clutch up for Koi, and then I mean 72. They got 100-point clubbed on that map 4 is crazy.
Yeah.
Do you like Colossus how it plays right now? I feel like I've been hearing a lot.
I kind of like it for search. Now I know for Colossus Hardpoint, I haven't had too many reps into it, but I can see how it can be very mixy, and like it's a small, long map, so it's pretty easy to traverse from one side of the map to the other and kind of trade off of that because it's pretty fast paced map. I'm not gonna lie. So um, who knows, man? They probably just got the rotations down, the spawn points down, and they're just gunning their shit. So actually,
Yeah.
let's see what the map 4 looks like here. Yeah, an absolute masterclass for
Ooh.
Toronto, dude. Kleenex on the map
All
4
that.
drops a .85. We got Inside a .50. Joe Deceives a .58, and Real a .92. But then Vegas on that Colossus hardpoint, a 1.45 for 04. We got a Booza dropping a 1.20, Draza a 1.44, and Simp 1.61. So yeah, an absolute domination on hardpoint search or Colossus there. So Lord of mercy.
And I was hating on them keeping Insight, but I feel like even though they lost, he's like pulling his weight right now. He's been making some crazy shit happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, dude. Well, that's gonna be it for that weekend 2 of the Major 1 split. So yeah, that's an absolute
It's
absolute
crazy.
combination. So we got what, a 3-week break, and then we get back into
Yeah.
it in January. So we've got a nice little break from CDL until it picks back up in the second week of January there. But moving on to some other news here, as far as CDL concerns, we got Vancouver after the weekend tweeting out a roster update that they have absolutely dropped to Legend. So they sent out a little postcard here saying, "Thank you, Legend, after 2 weekends. We'll see you fucking later." And then
Oh, he's on the
kinda,
bench. Okay.
yeah, he's on the bench as of today. And then going
Didn't
into it,
fully drop, so there's a respect a little bit, you know.
yeah.
Oh.
So then we've got some news here that Vancouver is looking at TJ to replace them. So we'll see what that looks like, but I think that's a W pickup. I know he's been slamming in the Challengers Cup for Telluride Bush, Barstool team, and I know Jersey Jerry's not going to have too much fun seeing one of his best players leave. So, but just
Yeah.
kind of,
Still friends with TJ Halley in the bio, right? That's
yeah,
just funny.
yeah. But then kind of getting into some other news, we got the reactions of Surge dropping Legend, so let's go into a live listen in what Shotzi's thoughts
In the
are.
scrims chat, he said he was a free agent. I mean, he left the Pro 8 chat today, but I didn't know that was because he was getting dropped. Didn't leaked it? Aluka and Tidra rumored to join? Aluka should not do that. I'm telling you right now, bro. Actually, go ahead and do that. You know what? It'll save the comp.
It'll save the
In the
comp.
scrims chat, he said he was a
It'll
free
save
agent.
the comp. So that's Shotzi's thoughts there. Here's Method's shots or thoughts on this.
I think Legend getting dropped is better for him and the team. I think both parties win. Legend needs some time to develop, and now we get to really see what Surge is about, right? Like Lunars especially, everyone's talking. Yo, great comeback, boys. I love that. Great hold on that final P2. I think Legend
So
getting
that's
dropped is
Method's,
better.
Yeah.
and then we've got Formal. So let's go into live listening.
Oh yeah, so I talked to Sabri yesterday. I kind of felt bad the way that he was like getting roasted and stuff, and I just don't want him. The biggest thing is I didn't want to get discouraged, you know, because it's still so early on, man, and the COD community can be fucking ruthless when it comes to new players being in the league, because unless they come out and they look like fucking Mercules, they're gonna get cooked, bro. It's such a hard thing to do to come up as like in this day and age as a rookie. If you don't perform like that, man, you're getting cooked. And obviously they haven't had the strongest start. And I don't know. I mean, like I care about Sabri, like he's my friend. He was on my Halo team all last year. You know, I was going to events, sitting next to him at events. So I texted him. First time we've really talked since he went to Seattle or Vancouver.
Damn.
Oh yeah, so I talked to Sabri yesterday.
Damn.
What are your thoughts on the whole Legend dropping and TJ getting picked up possibly?
I mean, they definitely were going for like this kid might just be God like Merc was, and then on the topic of Aluka as well, kind of similar, but like when you hear about these things and like if you get some insight on it or you're watching the streams, like you get the feeling, like Shotzi was saying, whether it's good or bad, like yeah, it just feels like they hoped Legend was going to be crazy as hell, but he didn't really even have, the pre come up like Shotzi did with practicing for a year and then getting with the goats for the whole time he was on that league team, and then getting the champ, the chip ring, which is crazy. But yeah, I just you have to be coming out stronger. You're gonna the mental from that I could not imagine. So
Yeah, I bet he feels
props to him for like
discouraged.
sticking it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
I
Like,
bet the discouragement
what do you
and like the
think, bro?
confidence of like challenging something, it definitely goes into effect for sure. So,
Like he's
but
not
yeah.
doing that. What we just saw that shit. He's not gonna be doing that shit. Like
No. This is all confidence right here, just doing some crazy shit and just hoping it works. But I mean, yeah, definitely for Legend, he needs some more time to develop, get in them bot lobbies, fry a little bit, and then come back with some confidence and start frying. Because he's got the skill, he's got the gun
yeah.
skill, he's got the mechanics. He just needs to learn a little bit more. It'd be fine. He'll come back.
Yeah.
He'll come back and shine.
He's playing better than me. Shit.
Yeah, for real. But then moving on here, some other news. We also have Neptune reveals on how Gentlemates was formed. So let's go into live listening.
What was the process of putting this team together? So basically, obviously I got hit up by Gentlemates. They told me who I would want to play with. I said, if Envoy and Ghosty are available, I want to play with them for sure. I also told them straight up, I was like, I think you guys are gross. I feel like last year you guys like were very underrated, and I told them that they're not gonna have to. And this is nothing. I'm not dissing LA Thieves at all, but I'm just saying with me, you're not gonna have to do all of that shit you were doing last year. Like I can pick up. Like I feel like I can do anything on the map. If I need to sit in the hill, I'll sit in the hill. If I need to blitz, I'm blitzing. You feel me? Like, what was the process of putting this team together?
Okay. Very interesting thoughts there on how LA or Paris Gentlemates formed there.
And then Civilization.
Lose. And then getting into some different news here regarding the CDL, switching gears here. The patch update for this past week dropped here, so as far as what that looks like, we had some balancing. So we got the AKIIRA nerf coming in. Blackheart map is now back into the map pools. MP score streaks adjusted. Field upgrades and equipment have been updated. Zombies has been updated. We got a pack of punch buffs for the MX9. Curse mode, we got a lot of zombie stuff here, endgame, attachment infos, and kill cam, and best play, and more. So it looks like they absolutely fixed a couple things here as far as like private matches and whatnot. And this I feel like might be the absolute last update we get before the Christmas break, and so we probably won't see anything until after Christmas. I'll be honest. But yeah, just kind of just some small weapon tunings. I know the Max got buffed, the MXR was chilling. The Mirage got buffed. I'm pretty sure they've buffed the Dravik a little bit too. Yeah, so we got aim down sight speed penalty was removed, and the aim walking speed penalty was also removed. And then damage rain was increased by 5% on the overpressured bullets there. So GG's to that. Just wanted to make sure you guys were in the loop on that stuff there.
That's a lot of shit. I need to go back and look because, yeah, things are a little different. Ghost no longer hidden on advanced. Fixing a couple things. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, well, moving on here. Some other news here. Then we also have Microsoft believes that Black Ops 7 is a good game, but the financial performance is below expectations, which were lowered last year after Black Ops 6 fell off a cliff. With the state of the current franchise overall, the pressure is now on Call of Duty to change its model. Microsoft wants to see Call of Duty overall move towards a smoother revenue stream and reduced expenditure pattern. Microsoft has also said that has also supposedly told higher ups within Call of Duty that changes are very much acquired and nothing is off the table, including studio mergers and complete rethink of monetization models within the franchise. So a little bit more on top of that as well. We also have Activision on Call of Duty saying, we also know that for some of you, the franchise has not met your expectations fully. To be clear, we know what you expect, and the rest assured we will deliver and over deliver on those expectations as we move forward. So it looks like they've got some absolute reworking to do, because they are coming up against what is it, GTA 6, in the same time that this new Call of Duty game is going to be dropping. So I know that competition is going to be really good and healthy for Call of Duty. So we'll see what this looks like here moving forward. But what does this sound like to you, Mr. AMANE?
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, in a perfect world, we believe this and it works out and it's great. But like you just said, and we both work for corporations, like, if a higher up or parent company told the company I work for that there's going to be major restructuring required and that you're going to have to look for new ways for revenue streams to come in, they're focused on that. They're not going to be focused on the game, in my opinion. This is HR, PR bullshit that they're commenting, even though we know the basis of the why they did it is true. They were going to say this anyways. I mean, they're a publicly traded company. What do you expect? But I just, low key, bro, if that Modern Warfare 4 or whatever this shit is called, if it is anything rumored like it is gonna be close to MW2, I'm gonna go play GTA 6 and it'll be all right. Come back the next year, low key. I mean, I'm not against it, and I'm not saying I'll completely stop playing Call of Duty, but I just don't believe a word that these people are saying.
Yeah, they never say anything crazy. All right,
And
well,
it's, yeah,
I mean, I
the
agree.
cynicism, but that's the world, I'd want to be positive, but I'm 32 years old, bro. Like, I've seen this from them every year.
That's hilarious. Well, all right, moving into some other news here. We also have another thing from Charlie Intel saying, to be clear, the future of Call of Duty is very strong. We believe our best days are ahead of us given the depth and talent of our development teams. We have been building the next era of Call of Duty, and it will deliver precisely on what you want, along with some surprises that push the franchise in the genre forward. We look forward to welcoming you in, listening to, and moving forward together. Activision. Man, they're saying some crazy shit, because I don't know if they are in tune with what we want.
Yeah,
I don't know.
say, someone should comment, what do we want? Question mark.
Now, the only thing that makes me feel kind of good, now I do know that Black Ops 7 is corely a good game, as far as like mechanics and whatnot. Of course, there are some shit that could be better about it, but as far as like a Call of Duty competitive wise and just like all the fun of it is really good. And Microsoft has said that it was a good game, but the monetization of it is not, because I know they're getting rid of the model where they're going to release the same franchise twice in a year. So like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and then Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7 is creating too much fatigue. So they're going to switch it up, and they're going to make a new Call of Duty every single year, with a different model and different vibe to it. So I do like that. I do like that, because it is a little fatiguish going from Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7. It is a different game, but kind of falls into the same pattern of like, well, Black Ops 6 just came out last year. Why am I going to buy Black Ops 7 for like all the casuals and whatnot? So you got to create that hype. You got to create that want to play the other game here, and there wasn't much of that. I know competitive wise it was, but for the casuals and who people just play kind of bullshit wise, I can see that that also being a factor too. So who knows?
Yeah. And it is a good game, so I'm just keep 70% of it if you're gonna do something else, because that's about, I feel like they changed like 30% a year here lately. But I'm ready for that 2027 sledgehammer. Like, we need a third entry back in this bitch. New IP for the franchise as far as like a title game. I'm praying that shit's good.
Absolutely. So, kind of going off of what you were saying here, the rumored game for 2026 is supposed to be Modern Warfare 4. As far as what's rumored here, it is a copy of Modern Warfare 2 with no perk charging. So I know in Modern Warfare 2, you'd obviously start with 2, and then it charges throughout the game to get that third and fourth perk. That's no longer going to be available. The ADS and slide penalties will be lessened. So maybe some slide canceling will be back. Who knows that? And a lot of visual recoil, ladies and gentlemen. So it's not looking too good for that there. But and on top of that, it is going to be an Infinity Ward game coming around. So we know what that can look like. We got Modern Warfare 19, and we also had Modern Warfare 2 from them. So this is their next shot at the Call of Duty.
I'm hoping, bro. But like all that, like there's like 2 things on there that are like, okay, cool, but then the other 2 are like, fuck, like here we go again.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, the maps for Modern Warfare 2 weren't horrible. I do like the maps.
The maps were cool.
The gunplay felt interesting. I know the TAC-56 and the Vaznev were the meta competitive weapons, and I did like using the TAC, I'm not gonna lie.
TAC was nice.
Yeah. Now, I know the movement was a little wonky, but you could still kind of jump shot, and that's how you kind of traverse through the map and whatnot. And then no dead silence was definitely something I didn't like. And I'm pretty sure, did they have red dots on the minimap in that game?
No.
I'm pretty sure they didn't. Yeah, let's bring that back. Let's bring that back.
Dude, that's the crazy thing. Like it did help my game sense, like feeling pressure. Like the next game, I'm like, I kind of feel like over to the right. You know what I'm saying? Like it did develop that, and probably for many players. But like, it's the mini map, bro. In Call of Duty, like you have to have that, in my opinion. Like red dot chasing, I mean, pub stomping, just everything, information, general info. If you want the casuals to do something, give them a little more information. You know? Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
crazy to me. I feel like they've fallen far.
Yeah. I mean,
Hopefully, this restructure takes away some of Infinity Ward's power, because they really shouldn't have any, in my book. And I don't even mess with video games like that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, dude. Let's see if we can find some more stuff here. Exclusive Call of Duty 2026 is developed by Infinity Ward, currently titled as Modern Warfare 4. The campaign is planned to be both South Korea and North Korea in a significant role. 141 SAS Republic of Korea Army, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be kind of based in Korea type deal. Let's see if we can find anything else real quick too. Let's see, Modern Warfare 4 is expected to be a copy of Modern Warfare 2 with no perk charging systems. Weapon have the same visual recoil as well. Jeez Louise. Shitty Infinity Ward game will be followed up by the new sub-franchise led by Sledgehammer Games. Where have I seen this before? Don't let the Modern Warfare leak distract you from the fact that Sledgehammer Games is cooking for 2027 right now. Yeah, I'm ready to see what they got in the bag. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, if it's like, imagine, because this Black Ops 7 like calls back to all the best shit from Black Ops. Like, I wonder if Sledgehammer's is gonna be definitely the best versions of what they've done. But I feel like there's just something about Sledgehammer Games. They're crispy, if that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Like they just play well, despite whether things are good or bad. Like, you know, I just feel better playing it. Like, I miss Vanguard, bro. Like, I thought I wouldn't, but I do miss that shit sometimes.
I didn't like the bloom that it had, but yeah, I mean, I know everyone likes that game. I didn't have that much of a fun time on it, but I can
It was
see.
bland, like color-wise, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's going to be it for this episode here. Do you have any closing thoughts before we get into the closing?
Yeah, holidays coming up. I almost, where we at? About to hit Prestige 10.
Okay.
I know Big Bob already there, but yeah, I've been grinding. I'm only halfway through Diamond camos, and I don't even think I'm going to use the Singularity once I get it, but it's keeping me going until rank play comes out, and I'm probably rocking that Dragon camo from that M8 Prestige.
Hey.
I need that.
That
What about
shit-
you, man?
that shit's
Any
clean.
plans?
Any
Oh, I
plans?
need
Yeah, I got a lot. I mean, I already got Singularity. But other than that, man, I mean, I'm actually going to a trip this next weekend, so it's actually a W that we don't have any
Ooh.
matches. I'm going to Vegas for the weekend.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm going to Vegas
What the
Thursday
fuck?
night, and I'll be getting back Sunday night. So I will be
Ah.
absolutely AFK for the whole weekend. So I'll be doing that, and we're doing a little celebration.
I love to hear it. I love it. Where you staying? Or you don't got a doctor shit, but
The Venetian.
I'm just asking about that. Ooh,
Slowly,
I
slowly.
missed the Luxor. We will be back.
We will be back. I'll be going again next year with the boys.
Again. Oh, that's
Again.
what's up, bro.
Absolutely.
That'll be fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm excited though.
I'm
It's gonna
ready.
be a good rest of the year as far as the CDL goes, and yeah, I'm looking forward to getting all this shit done as far as side quests in the game, so I can get them XPs and 4v4s with y'all and the boys.
Absolutely.
I need to get my reps.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that's going to be it for this episode here, episode 86 in the wraps. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. This is, at the time of this recording, is Monday, but we release every Wednesday. Obviously, the break, we're not going to release anything unless some crazy Roster Mania news pops off. But then, yeah, we'll try to be regularly scheduled after every CDL weekend. And I know next year, 2026, we got a lot of stuff cooking up in the works too. So we really appreciate you guys, Mr. Amane. Thank you for everything that you do on and off the screen, man. You're an absolute goat, and Legend would not be able to do this without you, man. Really appreciate you, man.
Hey, co-host with the most, appreciate you, man. Everything we got is because this boy is talking. He is going through it. I love it.
Love it, baby. We gonna make it one day. We gonna make it one day.
Hey, damn right.
Absolutely. Well, that's gonna be it for this episode. We'll see you guys on next week or the next episode of the Blind Counter Podcast. Peace.
Peace.